Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Fintu and you're watching Friday First Cut series. I am Nidhi Manchanda, Certified Financial Planner and Head of Training, Research and Development at Fintu. Now, while investing into debt mutual funds, debt market or bond markets, you must have heard terms like YTM, that is yield to maturity, or coupons. Now, these terms feels like a jargon, but they are pretty simple. So in today's video, we'll be understanding what exactly is YTM, its relation with coupon rates and how it is calculated. So stay tuned as we'll be discussing this in detail. You all understand that when we invest our money into a fixed deposit, we get interest, right? For example, you have invested your money into a bank FD and bank is offering you an interest of 6.5%. So 6.5% interest is the income that you're earning from this fixed deposit. Now in the similar fashion, when you're investing into a bond, there also you get some interest on your investment. This interest is called coupon rate. So it's just a fancy term given to the interest itself. So when you are investing into bond, there also you get interest, but this is not called as interest, it is called as coupon rates. Let's start with an example. Let's say a 7% GOI bond. Here it means 7% is the coupon rate that is offered on that bond. Now coupon rate is always applied on the face value to get to the coupon payments that you are receiving. So in this case 7% of the face value, let's assume face value to be 1000. So 7% of 1000, 70 rupees will be the coupon payments that you will be getting in this bond. I guess now it is clear what interest is to fixed deposit, a coupon is to bonds. Now what exactly is YTM, that is yield to maturity. Now please note that unlike fixed deposit, bonds are traded on the exchange and they are available in the secondary market and they are tradable. Now this is different from how fixed deposits are, and that is the reason whenever you are investing into a bond in a secondary market, your purchase price can either be higher than the face value or lower than the face value. So when you are investing into a bond, you not only get the coupon payments but also capital gain or loss depending upon at what price you have invested into a bond. Thus YTM includes not just the coupon payment but also the price differential over a period of time. So let's understand this with the help of an example, and there could be three possible scenarios. So the first scenario is wherein let's assume that the face value of a bond is 1000. Coupon rate, let's assume this to be 7%. Time to maturity. So whenever you are investing into a bond, you will have to see how many years are left for its maturity. So in this example, let's say 10 more years are left for maturity. And the purchase price. Now in the first scenario, let's assume that you will be investing into a bond at par, which means that at face value itself. So purchase price is the purchase price is 1000 itself. Now there could be two possible reasons why this happens. One, if you are investing a bond from the issuer itself, let's say this is a Government of India bond and then you are directly purchasing that bond, then you will be buying at par, you will be buying at the face value. On the other hand, the bonds are also tradable in the secondary market. At that time also you can invest into a bond which is trading at par, although practically this will be very difficult to see because either the price will be slightly higher or lower than the face value. But from theoretical perspective, let's see how the calculation will go. So let's say your purchase price is 1000 itself and time till maturity is 10 more years. In this case, like I mentioned, this is a case of at par. Now let's say how to calculate YTM. Now calculating YTM is not very difficult. You just need to apply a rate formula in Excel. So let's say rate, you will have to mention the NPR, which is 10 years, comma PMT. Now PMT is nothing but the interest payments that you are receiving, that is called as coupon payments in terms of bond. So when you are investing into a bond, the coupons that you are receiving in this particular example is 7% of the face value, which is 1000. 7% multiplied by face value, which is 1000. This is what you will receive. Then the present value, whatever amount that you are investing into a bond, is the same as your purchase price. So we can say this is minus 1000 that you are investing, and in future you will get the face value back. So you will get the face value back here. So we are assuming this to be end of the period, and now as you can see your YTM comes to 7%. Now what we can understand from this is, whenever you are investing into a bond at par, your coupon rate will be equal to your YTM, that is yield to maturity. Your coupon rate and YTM will be exactly the same because you are investing at par. Now in which situation this will not be the same? So the second scenario that we can see, again the same figures. Let's say we are assuming the same thing. Face value is 1000, coupon rate is 7%, time to maturity is another 10 years. But the purchase price this time, let's assume to be 900. So when I say purchase price is 900, in the secondary market when you're investing into this bond, it is available at a discount. So I can say this is a case of discount. So when it is available at discount, what will be the YTM? So if we calculate using the same formula, exactly in the same fashion, we will get the return or the YTM as 8.53%. Now can you notice that if we compare it to the coupon rate was 7%, but your YTM is 8.53%, because YTM reflects not only the coupon payments that you are receiving but also the capital gain that you are making from the purchase price till the maturity price that you are getting. So here, because you have invested at a discount at 900, but on maturity you are getting 1000, so that gain is also factored in your YTM. Now moving on to the third scenario, if the same assumptions we take, that face value is 1000, coupon rate is 7%, time to maturity is another 10 years, but this time your purchase price is 1100. So we can clearly say that here the bond is available at a premium. So what will be the YTM in this case? So when it is at premium, your YTM will be applying the same rate formula. So using that same formula, it comes to 5.66%. So although the coupon rate is 7%, but overall if I see my returns, that is reflected in YTM, I am just getting 5.66% because I have purchased this bond at a premium. So I hope you have got an understanding of a difference between what coupon is and what is YTM. And if you see, coupon rate always remains constant. It remains 7% throughout, but at different levels whenever you are investing into that bond, your YTM could be different, assuming that you will hold that bond till maturity. Also, it clearly shows you the inverse relation between the interest rates and the price of the bond. So as interest rate rises, the price of the bond falls and vice versa, and it is clearly shown in this example. I hope with this the concept of YTM is clear to you. In case you have any further questions or queries, feel free to get in touch with the experts, and for more such videos, do subscribe to our channel.